Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. In the today's session, I am going to discuss about IUPAC nomenclature of organic compounds, that is for alkenes. In the previous sessions, we already discussed alkenes and rules for the naming of IUPAC nomenclature. If you missed that lesson, can you please go through that, then you will get some idea. Let us start with the simple example. C3H6. For this compound, we have to give the name. The first rule, we have to draw the structure. That is not rule, sorry. We have to draw the structure. If they will give the compound like this, we have to draw the structure. Simply they will ask IUPAC nomenclature. Sometimes they will give the name and they will ask draw the structures. See here, in the alkenes, first we'll discuss alkenes. What we discussed in the alkenes, the first rule is we have to select the longest chain as a parent chain, right? It need not to be a straight chain. But in the case of alkenes, same rule is applicable, but one exception is there. The straight chain should contain double bond, at least one double bond it should be contained. The straight chain should be parent chain should contain double bond. This is alkene, so it should be contain at least one double bond. For example, here it is having only one chain. You can select it as a parent chain. Here there is no second option. It has only one chain. Second thing, how can you give the numbering for these kind of alkenes? We have to give the least number for double bond. That is second rule. So you tell me from which side we have to give the numbering, from this side or this side. We'll check it out. Suppose if I will give the number from this side, the double bond will get the highest number, right? So this is the wrong method. We have to give the numbering from this side. 1, 2, 3. After numbering, the third one is naming, right? Naming. How can you give the name for this? First you have to count the number of carbon atoms. How many number of carbon atoms are there? 1, 2, 3. So meth, eth, prop, right? Prop is a prefix. Double bond is there, so we have to write the in, right? In which position the double bond is there? In the first place. The double bond is attached to the first carbon, right? So we have to give the position here. We have to separate the numbers with the help of hyphens. Prop 1 in. It explains the position of the double bond. Now we'll see. We'll check any substituents are there or not. There is no substituents, right? Now the name of this compound is prop 1 ene. Now we'll see the another example. Another example I am drawing in the bond line structure. We already discussed bond line structures. If you miss the topic, you go through the topic, okay? See, one double bond I am giving here. You have to observe this bond line structure. Suppose I am going to give the numbering from this side. The double bond will take the highest number. So this is the wrong method. We have to give the numbering from this side. Then the double bond will get the least number. Give the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbon atoms are there. Now you tell the name of this compound. Second position, first we have to count the carbons. 6 carbons are there. So hex hyphen, the second position the double bond is there, 2 ene, hex 2 ene. The name of this compound is hex 2 ene. We'll take another example. The carbon compound containing the 2 double bonds. 2 double bond compound now we are taking. We'll see how to give the name if the compound containing the 2 double bond. See here 2 double bonds are there. If you want to give the numbering from this side you can give, or else if you want to give the numbering from this side you can give. But the double bond should contain least number, right? If we'll give the numbering from this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will come, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I am going to give the numbering from this side, here in the second position and the fifth position the double bonds are there, right? If I will give the number from this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Second position and the fifth position again. There is no difference. So we can give the number from this side or this side. Okay. The next step is naming. It is having 2 double bonds. So we have to show the double bonds with the help of some prefixes tri. If it is having 2, di, tri, tetra, penta, hexa, like that, so on. Okay. Now it is having only 2 double bonds. First we have to count the carbon atoms. 6 carbon atoms are there. So hex we have to write. It is having 2 double bonds. Whether it is 1 double bond and 2 double bonds, we have to write ene. The second position and the fifth position. Sorry, the second position and the fourth position. From this side we are taking now. So 1, 2. Second position, 3, fourth position. Second and fourth position. 2, here I am writing 2, 4. 2, 4. How many double bonds are there? 2 double bonds. So we have to use this prefix dihexene. 2, 4 dihexene. Like that we have to write the name, or else we can write it in different way. Hex, I am using as a prefix, hex small hyphen 2, 4 hyphen diene. That means both are same. Hex 2, 4. Here I am using 2, 4. Diene. Okay. This one or this one, both are same. Both are same. You can use any one method. We'll take one more example for this. Now I am taking the branched chain. Here one branch is there. Double bond, I am showing only double bond. Means here one carbon is there. You have to think like that. Double bond means there is no oxygen. You don't think like that. Double bond means it is not oxygen. Don't confuse. Double bond. If they will, for bond line also, if it is oxygen, they will show oxygen. Okay. In the bond line structures, they will not show only carbon and hydrogens. Is there any substituents or any functional groups are there? We can definitely show in the bond line structure. So don't confuse here. Double bond means here one carbon is there. I am writing here one carbon. Now you have to select the parent chain. How can you select the parent chain for this? Suppose if I am going to select the parent chain from this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbon atoms are there, right? But the double bond will get the highest number, right? If you are going to get the numbering from this side also, it will get the highest number. Compare with this side. From this side, if you give the numbering, the double bond will get the least number. The second position, the double bond will come. But according to the UPAC nomenclature, while giving the names for the alkenes, the double bond should be included in the bond, included in the parent chain, right? We already discussed. If you take this one as a parent chain, here we are not including the double bond, right? So the method is wrong. We have to select like this. This double bond should be included in the parent chain. We have to give numbering from this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Now you tell the name of this compound. Is there any substituents? No substituents. Here double bond is present in the first position. How many carbon atoms are there? 5 carbon atoms. So pent hyphen. In the first position double bond is there. So 1-ene. This is the name of this compound. Like this we have to give the names for the compounds. Okay. This is about naming of alkenes. Here I am not included any functional groups. First we'll complete the branched chains with the substituents. Later we'll discuss functional groups. Then it will very easy for you. Okay. I hope you understand my lesson. If you like my videos, please like and share with your friends. Please do subscribe. Thank you.